What's happening, guys? Welcome to the Russell Hantz Show. I'm your host, Russell Hantz, and this is the Players' Performance and the Russell Crown. And there were five. We're going to start with Omar. Omar gets voted out. Was Omar the best strategic player left in the game? I would say yes, but the way he went out, it shows of lack of strategic thinking. Even though we're going to talk about Omar and Lindsay together because they're a pair here, uh, but Lindsay, she won the Players' Performance. I mean the Russell Crown last week, and because that was her idea. The whole Drea thing was her idea. She brought it to Omar. Then they put the plan together, got rid of the person with the most advantages, which was a huge move. Now, those two strategic players had an idol that they can only use that night. That was it. So Omar goes home with his strategic mind. Lindsay, they say, was a we all say, she was a strategic thinker. Now, those two strategic thinkers got played. Now, I don't know how that's even possible. You get played when you only have an idol left. Omar gets voted out. Let's forget about Omar. Let's talk about Lindsay now. Even though I don't think that Omar, I think that we put him on a pedestal that he shouldn't have been because of that last move. Now, Lindsay, she had an idol that she could have played. The last time she can play that idol. And she did not play that on her alliance. And she says it's because she didn't want an idol put back into the game. Okay. If that's the case, then if you could have played, if you knew you were in trouble, which she wasn't because she won the challenge, and I thought she was trying so hard in the challenge because she wanted to play her idol to save Omar because that was her alliance. So I'm like, why is she trying so hard? Because now that puts a target on her back because they're like, we got to get rid of her. We got to get rid of her. So she tries so hard so she can use that idol because she's safe. Now she can save her alliance. She didn't do that. She says that she's not playing it because it could get played back into the game. If it was you had to play it because you were going home, would you have played it? Or you've been like, no, I'm not going to play it because it puts another idol back into the game. Like, you got to save yourself, or if that's what you want to do, save your alliance, which that's what she wanted to do, then do it. Save your alliance. If you think that you need Omar to get further in the game, save him. If you want to get rid of Omar, then don't save him. But she wanted to save him, and she did not. So it made no sense to me that those two strategic players made such a dumb move in the game. Very, very stupid move in the game. Because of that, Omar's home, and I guarantee you Lindsay is next. If she doesn't win, Jonathan or Lindsay, we'll get to Jonathan a little bit. I'm confused why they gunning for Jonathan so much, but let's move on what's on my list here. And bad decision, Lindsay. Bad decision. You only get one shot at this, too. You get one shot to make it right. That's why when I say you play Survivor, you have to think deeply every step of the way. Don't let that 26 days get the best of you, because that's what's happening. Next, Mike. Mike, the honorable player. He's still in the game. Mr. Honorable is still in the game, still fighting. I would take Mike to the end of the game if I was there, because I don't think that he's going to win, because he was so honorable. that he's not going to get votes because he was so honorable. I think that is going to come up, and they're going to say, your word is your bond, huh? Well, what about this? What about this? What about this? That's a good way to stab somebody in the back, and then to put salt in it and rub it around when you... And I don't think that he's going to fess up. Like, if he said, no, I lied to you all. That didn't work for me, but I think nowadays it will work. That type of thing. I said that I was honorable so you would trust me. It was my gameplay. I don't think he would do that. Or I said that my word was my bond because of this. I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to still sit there. If he's sitting there in the final three and he's going to say, oh, we still have the fire making too, so no telling what could happen after final five. He's going to say his word is his bond because he's delusional. Again, the little tiny 26 days getting the best of him. Let's move on to Jonathan talking about the 26 days. Thank God it's only 26 days and not 39, Jonathan, because Jonathan's physical game this is crazy, but this is what we're seeing now. When the merge happened, Jonathan's physical game is average at best. He's won one challenge. I won two in Heroes versus Villains. Yeah, you can sit there and say, oh, he came second. Second doesn't get you anything. So he's average at best. He's way above average during the team challenges. He's at average at best with the individual challenges. You can't say that he's not. He's won one challenge, guys. One. And what about his strategic game? Below average. Easily below average. And what about his social game? It was okay, but now it's, I think, average at best, maybe a little below average, because the little 26-day journey that they have going on here is getting the best of him for sure. Now, he's losing it. He needs to eat, and just think if it was 39 days. Because we did not have food for season 19 or 20. We did not have rice and beans. 39 days of that, what you guys are going through. Not 26. I think they need to change that back to 39. I keep saying that because I think it's a disaster watching them play, a baby season of Survivor. They need to have an asterisk by all the seasons that play 26 days. So, would I take Jonathan to the end of the game at this point? Absolutely I would. Will they? Hell no, they will not. Because in their mind, Jonathan could win this game because in their mind, he's a great physical threat. That's all. You need more to win this game. I think Jonathan would have trouble beating Romeo at this point. I do. Would he? Who knows? Maybe we get to find out. But if he's against Romeo, I think Romeo beats him. I just don't think they're going to take Jonathan to the end. I think that he is going home because they're so worried about Jonathan. Stop worrying about him winning challenges, because he showed that he can't do that. He can win one. Anybody in the history of the game can win one. I mean, did Sandra ever win one? Except for Sandra and Courtney. Okay, next, Romeo. Now, man, Romeo is playing a non-existent game. Is Romeo getting to the end? I bet you any amount of money Romeo makes it to the end of this game now. Romeo makes the final three. I do not know spoilers. I stay away from that stuff. I block you. I'll block you from this channel if I see that you're spoiling. I'll block you from Twitter if I see you spoiling. I don't want that around me, and that's that. But anyway, does he make it to the end? I bet he does. Why wouldn't he? He's the one you take to the end. He's the GOAT, the wrong GOAT, the GOAT that you don't like. The GOAT you take to the end. Not the greatest of all time GOAT, the other one. I think Romeo is not a good player, and we're seeing it. Another thing, there's no way production would have him non-existent at this point in the game if he wins the game. In other words, he's not getting a good winning edit if he wins the game. So I put all that in perspective. This isn't spoilers, but I put things that I see in perspective. And I can guess, what happens, and my guess is he goes to the end, and my guess is he does not win. Next, now, believe it or not, can you believe that the Russell crown goes to Maryanne? Can you believe? I cannot believe that she just won the Russell crown. Now, this is another discussion that I'm going to do. I might do it public. I might do it for my members only. I don't know yet. But this discussion goes, can you make one good move finally, which it was a great move. She wins the Russell crown. Can you make one good move? This guy's going to mow the grass right here. Yep, right here. Hey! Hey! Can you hold it? Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. I'm filming. All right.
Sorry.
That's fine. He jumped. So, I would too. That was a mean sounding hey. So, Maryanne, go get you a Dr. Pepper. Or go get you something to drink in the house. Take a break. Okay. Feel bad about screaming at him now. So, Maryanne, she finally makes an amazing move. She gets rid of somewhat of the strategic player in the game, and great move. Maybe the best move all season. Now, would that be her only move? Does she deserve to win if she makes it to the final three? Nowadays, can you make one good move and win this game? Yes. That's what happens these days. I think that people forget along the way, even though with the 5 people that's left, none of them really made big, crazy strategic moves except for Lindsay. And Omar probably got credit for that, and he's gone. Lindsay's a physical player. They're gunning for Lindsay. They have to be next. Jonathan, she beats anybody on this list if she makes it to the final 3, guys. Lindsay, Mike, Jonathan, Romeo, and Maryanne, because of that one move. Does that make her the best player of the season? Because that's the debate that a lot of people have. Does the best player always win this game? Of course not. It's, you got to get it to the end somehow, and they get rid of the best players as it goes along. Now, you got to somehow figure out a way to get to the end, like Maryanne's done, without making moves, and then get lucky, get to the end. That's where luck comes involved in the game, where you don't do anything. Now, I said I wasn't lucky when I got to the end. I said that publicly, like at tribal council. And I believe that. I believe I willed myself to the end of the game. I made it to where I was going home if I didn't play super hard in the game. Now, if you don't play at all, like Maryanne has been doing, then you can get to the end just by not playing, as long as it's not me type of gameplay. But if you make that gameplay and then actually make a great move at the end of the game, does that warrant you the $1 million, the title of Soul Survivor? That's a debate that we can have. I don't think that best player always win the game, even though right now Maryanne is the best player sitting at this point. Because that one move at this point with this crew left, that one move made it to where she's better than them. We'll see what happens. This is my last player's performance in the Russell Crown. I will be doing one other player's performance, but not the Russell Crown. This is my last Russell Crown until next time. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm heading to Thailand the 29th. Subscribe. I hope you stay tuned for that, because that's going to be very exciting. I have a lot of things planned. Food reviews, hotel reviews, street walks, lady reviews, respectfully. Okay, so yes, Thailand's going to be amazing. Like I said, I have one more. I'm going to do a 2-part series of players' performance, and I'm going to put everybody together, do 10 and 10, or split it up. How many they had out here, 18 or whatever. I'm going to split it up and do a 2-part players' performance. I hope you watch that, and that will be the last thing I do until you see me heading to Finland, Helsinki. That's our first stop. Me and my son, we have a 50-hour flight. We're going to go eat some food over there and do whatever, sleep in the pods. We have a 14.5-hour delay in that airport, which is a disaster, but that's what it is. So guys, like I said, subscribe. I've been working hard on this channel. Show me some love. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Like it. Comment below if you think that Maryanne is the best strategic or best player overall. If you think that Romeo, you may think Romeo is. Maybe it's Jonathan. If you think it's Mike, or if you think it's Lindsay, or the person that just got voted out, Omar. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you, and as always, keep hope alive.